Hey, I got a rumor for y'all.
Oh, I'm listening.
The Nets are a potential destination for Jimmy Butler in 2025. The six-time All-Star is the most accomplished standout on that list not named James, and he likes Brooklyn, according to sources.
What the hell would Brooklyn? Why would they do that?
So Brooklyn's idea is that their rebuild is this year, next year. Two max cap spots, just like the same thing with Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving.
yeah.
So we suck, we get Cooper Flag or Ace Bailey or whoever it may be,
Dylan Harper.
and then we go in and we become buyers, and now we got this young talent, and we can put together like a star
max.
around them. Is the idea? I don't hate the idea of it. I think at that point, Jimmy Butler's what 37, 36,
Jimmy
37.
Butler, at least go for a little bit of a younger star.
That's what I would have want them to do.
Like, even if you get the first year together, usually those don't always work out the way you want it to. So you already going to need another year on top of that, and he's going to be like 38.
Because my understanding, they have their own first-round pick this year and next year. Then after that, they owe a few more picks. So it's not even. There's no real incentive to be bad again after next season. Anyway, so let's be awful this year. Let's win 10 total games. Hopefully, win the lottery, not pull the Detroit Pistons and fall to number 5 every year, and then go get a guy, and then use that guy to help go get a 1A, 1B type of guy, and just be decent again.
I guess.
It sounds like a good plan. It just come down to execution.
Mhm.
And if you said it was, you said LeBron James, and then
He's
it
the
was
top name on there, not named James.
Yeah.
'Cause
right.
they know
If
they're not
LeBron
getting
James and Jimmy Butler, you got to see what's after that. Then if you only got this 2-year window,
Yeah, I wouldn't mind them doing like what Houston did with Fred VanVleet and them.
no,
Or like maybe overpay for a one-time All-Star type of guy, and just use that to get back to competency, and then also help develop the young dudes that you just drafted over the last couple seasons. But again, I also don't hate going after a star. Why not? What's the worst thing that can
I think
happen?
what they're gonna need to do to have a 2-year window rebuild and have it go really well, you have to hit on something that ain't the obvious. So you like sitting around hoping to get Cooper Flag is just too out of your touch. So you need to try to see what you got with Noah Clowney, Dariq Whitehead, Jalen Wilson. Somebody need to pop off. If it ain't even those direct guys, maybe this next class when you get Cooper Flag, maybe you have another pick in the first round that's later or a second-round pick. Those are the ones. When you look at the Warriors and it's like, oh, Draymond was a second-round pick. They had got Festus Ezeli. You know what I mean? Like they had got some pieces.
I really think Noah Clowney could be like that partner with Nick Claxton, like in that front court. That's like a defensive type oriented backcourt.
I like
or front court
I
where
like
they're just
Noah
blocking
Clowney.
shots and it's just like hell.
I just don't know how his feet are going to be able to play a 4. But I like him as a replacement potentially for Nick Claxton. You know what I mean? Or however the chips fall. But I think if he can show you something, you can make Nick Claxton available. You know what I mean? With the rest of Cam Johnson.
I thought he was already available. Before
Exactly.
they
Yeah,
even
you're
got
right.
Noah
No, yeah,
Clowney,
you're right.
so
You're right.
They
So,
trying to trade everybody.
At least Claxton's on a friendly deal. I think he's on.
I was just about to look up.
I think he's on $100 million.
So
4
it's
years,
25?
97, yeah, so around 100.
so yeah, you
Not
know
a
what I
bad deal
mean?
at all.
And
Yeah.
or if Claxton is just out of his work, you can also still keep him. But it's just best to have everybody kind of available these days. But I do think, you know, even when we talk about the Raptors, when they won a championship, like the Raptors is how a team like the Nets should try to be piecing it together. You get you a nice guy, but you want to have enough of that talent that you can develop. Because I think the Raptors set themselves up nice by having a Pascal Siakam, the OG Anunobys. But then you also was able to develop the Freds. Well, you developed Pascal too, Norman Powell's. And then once your stars align to go get a star,
Yeah, Kawhi's right there.
you was able to get Kawhi and go somewhere. Now, you might be in a better position because
Did they
Pascal
get Marcus
was
all
20.
that same year?
Yeah.
Like at the trade
Yeah,
deadline
Marcus
too?
All,
That
yeah.
was a huge pickup.
That team
was
was so.
insane.
They don't
talented,
win it
man.
without him. So, yeah.
Yeah, that team was so talented. It's just so crazy that Kawhi was on a 1-year deal.
One of my
We didn't just
favorite
get to see a running
my
back.
team cards.
Marcus
Marcus
Gasol
with
on
the
the
Raptors.
Raptors was crazy.
He used to be able to block, rebound, shoot threes, screen, pass.
That's
Marc
a team I
Gasol.
got to add to my list of like to rewatch this offseason.
Mhm.
I was watching 14-15 Atlanta Hawks yesterday.
Oh, that's funny because I was watching not 14-15. This is the Hawks against the Heat before Brian and Bosh. So this is Mario Chalmers, Dwayne Wade, Joel Anthony at center. And I think they went 7 games. This Hawks team was Mike Bibby, Joe Johnson, Josh Smith, Marvin Williams, and Horford.
It's a
Yeah,
fun
Jamal
sounding
on
team.
there yet? Or we went there yet?
Jamal Crawford,
Yeah.
he might have
Or was
just
he in?
left.
Okay.
He might have just left.
They 14-15 Hawks. Took it for granted, man. That was not a team that nobody took seriously.
Yeah.
For good reason. They didn't have a star. But like the actual basketball that they were playing was very smooth.
Very
it was
smooth.
very. It was
Yeah.
like
Coach
basketball, bro.
Yeah, they moved the ball a lot.
Yes, they
That
did.
was one thing that really stood out, is that they never let the ball stick.
And I saw a TikTok a little while ago that somebody, I wish I remember the dude's name. He was like saying these are some special talents across basketball. Have y'all seen that? Like small special talents as
I've
far as
seen
like Darius Garland one-footed pump fake.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah, I
Like
seen this.
those
I seen
type of
that.
things.
Yeah.
Andre Iguodala swipe down at the ball,
I
stuff like
seen
that.
it was obviously like LeBron chase down. They
Yep.
said
Best random talents like Kevin Love outlet passes.
Yes. stuff
Yeah,
like that.
exactly like that.
One, like obviously we know he's one of the greatest shooters of all time, but specifically Kyle Korver fast break jump shooting is insane. Like obviously he's one of the greatest shooters, top 5 to 10. I don't know where he ranks, but specifically on a break where he's a trail man or flaring out to the corner, unfucking stoppable.
I feel like that's one of the, if you can get your momentum and rhythm, most of the time that's like, you're not getting his guard as tightly as you probably would just to sit in the half court. And for a shooter like him, you got to get as many easy ones as you can. So you got to find a way.
And that trail of 3, you're typically, like you said, you're not picked up.
Yeah.
So like you get to really like step, you literally coming in, you stepping into your shot. It's all just one motion.
How many of those, and like I said, I didn't watch the video, how many of those where it's like he was behind the point guard and they did like the little between the legs where they passed it behind to him and he caught it?
Probably
I
none
watched
of them.
3 games.
You never
Was he playing with Jeff Teague?
Yeah, Jeff Teague.
No,
But you
he's
know
not
what?
doing that shit.
Jeff Teague got so much rim pressure
Yeah.
that it opened it up for Kyle Korver. So Kyle Korver had a perfect job.
To me, that was Jeff Teague's best straight. He's penetrated since Wake Forest. That's how I found out who Jeff Teague was, because at Wake Forest, he put some people on some posters. I was like, whoa, who is this dude?
Everybody in that
this guy?
lineup was a good passer
Horford,
between
yeah.
Millsap and even Pero Antic off the bench running 2-man game. Like, come on,
What
bro.
happened to Pero?
I think he just went back overseas.
So
You know
many
how it
guys
be.
just disappeared.
Yeah.
Yesterday, I was
fun
watching
team.
some of the Lakers' first Magic in the finals. Rashard Lewis had
Was
a
that 08?
31 in a finals game. It was killing. Killing.
Is that
this
the
is 09, I think.
the Aaron Aflalo miss? Is that in the finals or in the conference finals?
Aaron Aflalo miss. Which miss?
I think he missed a layup at the end of a game.
Like an open layup?
Had to be the finals.
It was the finals.
Or was you thinking about Courtney Lee? Courtney Lee had a
It was
play.
Courtney Lee.
Courtney
It was
Lee.
Courtney Lee.
Yeah,
It was
yeah, I
Courtney
know the
Lee.
Courtney
Sure
Lee.
was. Young Courtney Lee.
Wanna try to bust at what I look like. Keep them down, try to wear, I pull up long range. Jimmy with the heat, I'm on fire. It's NBA over here,